Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Raul and today we're learning how to draw a skin. We draw realistic skin step by step using only one pencil, and you will see how easy you can add pores and all necessary details. As you know already, this portrait is made with only one pencil, so we have used till now so far only 8B grade. We draw a layer now. Of course, we're working on the top side page and we need to use blank paper to keep the drawing clean. We follow the reference photo and we're adding the first layer. I'm going very light for the first layer with circular motions. I'm using 8B grade from Faber-Castell on Canson Bristol paper. We check for the reference photo for the part for the highlights, so this one is a bit highlighted. But also we check for the hair drawing. We're going close to the hair and we add small circles using 8B grade. That I call prepare the layer for the skin. As you can see, I'm going very light for this layer. Now we finish the part for the eyebrow and we will carry on to add the skin on the top side of the glasses. We design the shape for the hair now. So everything will be on this part, will be the hair. Very short hair drawing. As you can see, guys, this layer is very light. Because now we just prepared the paper. Depends how dark we need to go. We repeat the layers. Not too dark. This part is always a little bit highlighted. We have the details for the nose, as you can see. Now we're going up on the forehead. Now I need a little bit dark tone here. I repeat the layers.
Senza che non comincia. È buono.
Ce faci cu like-urile tale? Să lasă, nu? Nu pot să-i fac acum să munce.
We need a little bit more graphite in the middle. Not that much because the left side is highlighted. We need to let the paper blank because that one we have extra highlights. As you can see, the color of the graphite changing. We change the value of the color by the shadows. Because we're working with 8B grade, we need to go very light. Now we need to smooth the paper, and for this we're using soft tissue or toilet paper. I'm using toilet paper. My way to do is bend the paper 2 times, and I build this sharp triangle. I bend a little bit this top, and I have this part for the bend. I'm using with small circular motions. And I'm checking for the graphite where it's getting into the paper. Without pressure. With circular motions, we build also the shadows for the skin. Before to add the details, we're checking for the dark tone, and we're coming now light with another layer, following the reference photo, checking for the shadows. The same position of the pencil bend in our palm. With small circular motions. We have a little bit shadow, top of the eyebrow. Where the arch is. Middle of the forehead. Actually, we're looking for the reference photo and we're following for the shadows. This is another layer that we need to blend. And we're going with the same technique by toilet paper. As you can see, we're going close with the color of the skin. Of course, gray color, because the picture is black and white. Cine de vină? Că refuză. Pune-te și de mâncare.
Nu pot să scăp la alții. Că nu pot să încerc cu ei.
Now we're going to finishing this part of the nose, top side, and close with the forehead for the shadows. We're coming to shade this, and I'm using toilet paper. That one because toilet paper is smoothing very well the graphite pencil on the paper. We will have loads of details to draw after that, but we carry on to add another shade before to starting with the details. Of course, we're checking for the darkest tone that we start, and we circle emotions. We mix the graphite, building the gradient. This way of shade, smoothing your paper, make the work looking soft. You can use different type of brushes as well, but I think it's better with the toilet paper. Very light. I'm coming now to mix together this highlighted part, making the skin round, 3D looking. This I call gradient. We're taking the reference photo if the skin is darker. If it's not, we can start with the details. Anyway, when we start with the details, we will add different tone. And I'm starting with the left side, which is highlighted part. And now I need to build very light dots. If you remember, my technique to sharp or resharp the pencil is use a sandpaper, like this. And I rotate the top side of the pencil. In this way I build a very good sharp like a needle. This technique helps to add light pores and also very small tiny dots. Make sure you don't blow the graphite on your drawing, or make sure you don't sneeze or cough when you do this. I'm using a makeup remover to clean the graphite on the top side of the pencil. As you can see, I have some graphite. This might go on the paper, which is no good. I need to have very good clean pencil. And now I'm ready for detailing. As you can see, sharp like a needle. I'm starting with very light dots and small lines. Starting from now, I'm going straight away using blending tool. This time I will have number 2. Building the details. I consider now working with mechanical pencil.
Mai?
Poți să facă mai minunat, mai.
Păi nu, dar trebuie mâncare, că mi-am...
Dar și ce să nu facă?
Da, Dar se aude? Da,
Nu-i bai dacă se aude, asta e viața.
asta e viața, uite.
Am experiență
Și eu, crede-mă, mai mult decât tine.
cu așa ceva.
Păi da, eu când făceam live-ul și voi mi-a spus că...
Now I will take number 2 blending stone and I will dot soft light the dots. As you can see, they become blue red, same as reference photo.
Să-mi faci aia de mâncare. Eu ți-am spus, fă mai. Eu ți-am spus deja, e rău, și nu înțeleg nimic. Am deja dat destul de mult, trebuie să oare. Acum că de jumătate nu mi-a dat, de jumătate nu ți-a acasă, nu vreau și...
Of course, when we need highlights, we can work in the same time with highlights using Tombow Mono Zero eraser. I'm using very good sharp Tombow Mono Zero eraser, and I erase and highlight the skin for pores.
Ți-am spus deja. Deja. Cineva trebuie să deja să vedem, să n-am mâncat nimic acasă.
Da, păi, Adi,
Nimic n-am mâncat, nimic, e 7.
nu-i bai.
Eu ce să fac? Nu, și ok, fă-mi acum, fă-mi acum. Uite, tac. Vedem se comand, ce comand. Uite. Nu că și aia o să fie descrie. Nu ce mai plapă mie, mă ascult asta. Dă-mă ceva, dă-mă care ceva bun.
I'm coming with more dots and lines. Design the skin. As you can see, my way to go is only by dotting, so I can have very light drawing. If we didn't sharp very well the second time the pencil by the sandpaper, the top side of the pencil, we couldn't build these light details using 8B grade. Depend of the sharpener you're using. Now we need to blend, and I'm using blending stone. But same way, very light. I don't want to change the tone and the value of the color. Because of this, I'm going by dotting on the lines. If I'm happy with the design, I carry on with more. The number of blending stump on this drawing is number 2. I think is enough for these details. As you can see, I'm using blank paper to cover my drawing so I can move safely my hand. Now I'm dotting for the pores, building the skin looking realistic. These light dots make the pores and the skin looking 3D realistic. Also, we need to blend them, and we're using blending stump for better detailing.
Merci. Ça, c'est-
I will show you in a few minutes how to highlighting this part of the skin, making like a highlight part on the skin, and is going into the shadow. We need to add the pores first, which are the dots. Not too many further because we need to blend them, so it's better to don't forget any details. Come straight away to blend the pores. By dotting over. As you can see, they become blurred by blend. You need to have sharp blending stump and always need to be clean. You don't need to add extra pores with blending tool. Now we just need to blend the pores we made with the pencil. We draw the details again, more details. We do the same, we adding the dots. First we're starting with light into the highlights. Small dots and light lines into the highlights. Remember, that's the easiest way to add light pores using 8B grade. If you resharp on a sandpaper, you need to make the top side of the pencil very good sharp as a needle. With light touching of the pencil on the paper, we can do this. We carry on to blend. So don't let any part of the pore behind. With small circular motions, we add extra shadow on the line. Of course, on the top side. Blend the details as well. We have extra details, very nice one. Let's see how we can highlighting, make the skin looking more realistic, and after that we can go further adding more details. This time we need to make the skin shiny, So we need to make sure we have electric eraser and also very good, sharp and clean. I used to work with this eraser, so as you can see I have a little bit graphite on the top side. I'm using the same technique, sandpaper, and I just start the eraser to shut on the sandpaper. Again, we're covering with the blank paper. And now we need to make sure we dot very light to add the highlights or extra highlights on the paper. As you can see, we have loads of dots made already. If the highlight is coming from the left, we need to add the pores, the highlighting part for the pores from the right. If the highlight is coming from this part, we need to add the dots on the left side. So now we need to make this part of the pores on the right side, but very light, touching the paper. Just add an illusion they are 3D looking. Just a little bit dot on the bottom side of the lines and on the right side. In this way we make this looking the skin like greasy skin. Don't worry, this is the reason that we're highlighting this part, to make the skin looking like a gradient from light to dark. Even if you not add dots with a pencil, we can add dots with eraser, and we can add a little bit shadow on this one after that. You need to have very good sharp eraser, because now we're working very gentle on each part of the pores. We need to make the skin looking greasy and realistic. As you can see, we do already, same as the photorealistic drawing. Don't press with eraser because it might slap, or don't shake with eraser. That's why I recommend very good electric eraser with a sensitive bottom. You don't need to press hard on the bottom. And after that, after a few minutes, become harder to do this and you will shake. As you can see, we haven't shadow on this part. We can try to add very light dots on the left side, because we respect the part for the shadow, and we add the dots here on each pores we make. Very gentle, to don't cover the highlights. That's the easiest way to draw greasy skin looking 3D. Now we're coming with blending stone, and we need to blend them. By blend this, we blur. If you remember, if we blur this, you made and you build the shadow. How to blur or blend? By dotting light on the pencil dots. Don't worry, if you cover a little bit the highlights, It's still looking like a realistic skin drawing. Something like this, guys. As you can see, we have realistic skin, greasy skin. So to draw the skin, remember you need a very good sharp pencil as a needle to draw the details. After that, you need maximum number 2 blending stump and electric eraser and also Tombow Morser eraser. If you have these 4 elements, you can draw realistic skin, pores, freckles and everything you need for details. Now we can carry on to add the rest of details, finishing with the part for the nose and for the forehead. Hopefully guys you like this way of drawing, because I think this is the easiest way to draw realistic skin using only one pencil. If you're not using one pencil, I will recommend to work with mechanical pencil. Try to find Faber-Castell or Graph Gear. They are one of the best mechanical pencils that I use. I'm coming with more details, like marks and dots. Remember, we need to stay light on the pencil, don't press. Try to learn to work gentle. You can do this in 2 ways. If you like, you can add the pores with pencils, blending stump, and after that you can erase, or you can erase if it's more easy for you and add the shadow with the pencils after that. Oh, thank you very much guys. Of course, welcome back to my live drawing. I just check now for the comments. Your art is beautiful. Thank you very much, Artem. I appreciate your comment. As you can see, we learn to draw realistic step by step, guys, adding all necessary details, following the reference photo, which is not really hard if we respect the steps. Thank you very much, Susan. You come back on drawing. I appreciate your time. Hopefully you enjoy live drawing. My self skin is not dark skin, so it's really to draw just a few layers and you're done. Depend of the skin you have draw in your portrait. In that way you're using the layers. If the skin is darker, you just add more layers. Let's blend a few details more that I did now, these pores. And we can go further, adding the highlights. As you can see, I'm going very light and touching the dots made by the pencil using blending stump number 2. We blur and we build this in shadows. Now, because we finished this part, just a proportion, let's suppose we're working on the proportion always, guys. We're adding the rest of the details, like highlights. If you think they're too much highlight for the electric eraser, you can use also Tombow monozer eraser, or even Faber-Castell eraser pencil is recommendable. My eraser is rechargeable, as you can see on the bottom, and I just put in a plug, and if it's full charge is working like 16 hours without problem. You can find this eraser on my YouTube channel in the description of Art Supplier Introduction. Now I'm adding light pores to building the shape for the nose. We clean the paper to see the details. But we have a problem now, because the highlights are too high. We need to blend them and make a little bit soft and light gray. For this, we're using a brush technique I call soft brush technique, and I'm going over. In this way, I'm not breaking my drawing as well, the shadows, but also, as you can see, I just cover the color of the pores, which is good. That I call smoothing the skin, building the gradient. Now, as you can see, they are not very light. They're same as reference photo. We're adding a little bit more details. Helping the skin looking realistic. Actually, we try to draw everything we see in the tablet on the reference photo. So that's the easiest way to draw pores, guys. Don't forget to keep your drawing clean till the end by covering with blank paper, because always when you draw small tiny details, your hand it will touch your paper. Thank you very much for this lesson, guys. See you next time. We will stay on a skin drawing. Also, we're going to finish all this part, and the next lesson will be how to draw realistic hair. I will show you easy way to draw realistic hair. As you can see, all my ways are easy to learn, and hopefully you will enjoy it. because tomorrow is Monday, we carry on to draw this tomorrow, the rest part of the skin. I will accelerate a little bit by myself to add more details, and slowly we will meet with hair drawing, realistic hair drawing. Thank you very much for your time, guys. You awesome, and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.